And we are back, just like that. Our final conversation. We had lovely, beautiful women for the past hour, and we had to switch them out for these guys. Sabrina, who do we have on the show today?
Yes, so we have with us Nigel Jones on our right. We also have JT Branch, and these are two American pro players. We have as well Lorenzo Dillard, hi, and Raul Vanegas, along with
John Marsden.
John Marsden,
manager, marketing person extraordinaire. Oh, me a shirt. But these are the Belize City Defenders, and if you don't know, now you know that there are few series of games, of basketball games for the remaining of the season. Let's start with you, John, about give us an update on your stats and how it's been going. We know what happened last week, but I want an update.
So, morning.
Morning.
If you never know, now you know. Defenders own a city.
Yo.
Okay. Bragging rights.
Bragging
You
rights.
have the key. You guys have the key.
We have the key, the lock.
All right.
Seymour contacted us.
Mayor get it back and give it
Seymour
to you?
asked us, gave us a vote of thanks and told us thanks for protecting us against a flood.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
You know, so
And that flood was from?
tropical depression.
Not a hurricane, a tropical depression.
Yeah, it's all fun. I hope nobody take it personal. But yeah, we're the Belize City Defenders. We are one of two Belize City teams, and we compete in the BEBL. Right now, we sit at the #1 position in the BEBL. We're tied with the team that we just beat, but because of that, we are the #1 position. We go up this week against, I think they're ranked number 3 or 4 right now. They are also on a winning streak as well. The Orange Walk Roaming Rebels. They are a very good team. They are. The thing with this league, everybody could beat everybody at any given night.
Yeah.
So you have to bring your A game at any night. You have to come prepared. You have to come with a game plan. Stick to your game plan. The minute we go from that, yeah, you lose.
Since you brought it up, because I'm the one left that for later next year, but since you brought it up, and we're talking about your defeat last week with the Belize Hurricanes, what was your feeling, or you guys' feeling, going onto that court with Devon Daly out now for the season? What was that feeling like?
Well, I think for the management, we're concerned. I know, Devin was a huge part of the team. He's our second leading scorer. So we were basically hoping for someone to step up, and this guy did.
Okay.
So he's actually
Lorenzo.
the #1 scorer now.
Talk to us, Lorenzo, then. What was that like? I mean, we know that Devin is a really, really strong player, and you were also one of the American pro player that we brought in as well. Was there any type of pressure? Did you feel like you were prepared? I know this also isn't your first game playing with us, so what was that type of feeling for you?
Well, I stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
Love it.
So when they gave me a call, told me I had a chance, it was an opportunity I wasn't going to pass up. Got right on the flight. It didn't even matter what it was. I was still going to come regardless. But we were playing the Hurricanes this weekend, and I know this is probably the most anticipated game so far. I knew it was big. I knew we had to come out here and obviously get a victory for the city. So it wasn't really any. It was something. I'm not gonna say it wasn't any pressure, but it was a nice experience to get the real environment, just to like feel it. But I wouldn't say it was too much pressure on us.
Yeah.
Now that we have Dillard on the team, now that you're training now for this week's game, let's get into preparations, because sometimes, all right, these things happen from time to time in any kind of sport. Somebody gets injured, somebody has to come in and fill the role. How do you, as an audience member, we see that you won, yay, great, but how do you all prepare for something like that?
I mean, well, honestly, I don't think it's anything that you can just prepare for. It's kind of like when it happens, though, it's just next man up.
Yeah.
We try not to, yes, Devin was a big loss, and we will never be able to, I guess you can say, replace that. But there are other ways that we can use different people, different styles and options. And like you said, Lorenzo came in and had a great game for us last week, which we needed that. So, I mean, we just use the next man up mentality because you never know, it can happen to anybody. So everybody has to be ready at all times. So I think that's why we work out so hard, try to prepare ourselves, try to push each other to be as good as we can be, because we know at some point we're going to need all 1 through 15.
Yeah. Guys, I'm intrigued. This is my first time interacting with top athletes. I mean, for a lot of basketball players or basketball fans, you guys are recognized as the top of the crop for players here in Belize and abroad as well, because we brought you in. But I want to know, who are you guys outside of the sports? Let's talk about it. You said that you're from Alabama. What do you
And
do?
he's never leaving.
How old are you? You said you're never leaving Belize, but we have to test your Creole to prove that first.
Oh.
Okay. So let's learn a little bit about you.
Well, I'm 31 years old. I'm from Talladega, Alabama. Normally when I'm not playing here in Belize, I'm playing professionally somewhere else. I actually just finished playing a season in Ecuador before I came here.
Okay. So this is your job?
Yeah, this is my job.
Okay.
But anytime, like when I'm not somewhere playing and I'm at home or anything, I just train. I train kids, different high school athletes, a couple college kids, you know.
Okay.
That's basically it for me. So, but I'm not leaving Belize. I don't plan on it. I'll be here.
You have to so you're going to Ecuador, so you have to get your Spanish and your Creole.
Yeah.
It's a lot of languages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm 25 years old, from Antioch, California, so the northern part of California, close to the bay, basically.
Okay.
Most of the time, I'm usually training, like you said, but if not, I'm usually spending a lot of time with my family, you know, trying to interact with everyone, you know. I have a lot of new cousins come in pretty quickly, so as much time as I can spend would be great.
So basketball is your life, both of your lives in this instance. You do nothing but basketball.
Pretty much.
All right.
Man.
Yeah, let's go with you. Raul, let's start with you.
Raul, originally from Orange Walk.
Yeah.
Moved to the city like a couple of years ago, you know, because here's the heart of the basketball, and that's what I do. I played overseas too, a couple of years ago. When I'm not playing basketball, I'm, you know, like hoop, training kids,
Okay.
you know, getting involved in extracurricular activities. And I love dogs too, so I'll be having my dog business.
Okay,
I breed
nice.
dogs, pit bulls, so I'll be spending my time with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're from Orange Walk
Orange
originally?
Walk
We'll talk about that in a second.
I'm from Chicago, I'm Lorenzo Dillard. My family originally from Belize, Cayo San Ignacio. That's where my grandmother was born.
Okay.
So when I'm not playing basketball, I'm either working out some kids or just in the gym, period, and just being an advocate for my community, trying to wake them up in what's going on with today's news. Just, you know, that's about it.
Yeah.
You brought up that you're from Orange Walk.
Yeah.
So, how are you going into this game this week, competing with your home state?
Well, Orange Walk, I used to play for them in 2019. I got Rookie of the Year. Yeah, sorry, I got Rookie of the Year. So going into this game is just like going into all other game, you know, going in with a mentality to win and to do our best. But as you know, I used to play for them, so it's a big game for me. And
What made you decide? You said that because Belize is the heart of basketball, but was it just like an economic decision, a financial decision that you moved?
you can say it was overall, it was all of that, but most importantly, I saw the defenders, how they were. You know, I had some past teammates that used to play for them.
Okay.
And I saw the brotherhood that they had and the love that they showed, and you know, I was intrigued, and I said, you know what, let me try something different.
Okay.
So that's what got me to play with him.
You guys, I mean, I did not watch the game, but I heard all the talk. and you know, there was a lot of talking about the strength of your game, the defense that you guys played. And now things are a little bit different because we're -1 player. But we do have another game coming up. Can we expect the same level of playing?
Nigel?
I will be honest. Emotions were kind of high Friday night, so we went into that game with a mindset like whatever we do, we're gonna do it together, and they can't beat us. They can't. But I feel like we use that mindset when it comes to every game. Maybe just last week it was a little bit more emotional.
But was it just because it was Hurricanes?
Yeah.
Because you knew that Hurricanes is like you're almost like your equal. Was it only because of that? Guys, remember I said I don't play basketball, so please don't judge me. Do not cancel me.
Is it one of those highly anticipated games, knowing that of everybody that is your competition because you're both representing the city?
I think last week's game was a number of things. It was this big scandal about one guy signing with both city teams, a big scandal about one guy saying a lie about one of our GMs, our owners. So all of that was just brewing. I was afraid of the game, I'm being honest. I literally never know what to expect.
Okay.
We just try to tell the guys, we have a brand to represent. We represent the brand professionally. Keep emotions in check. We don't want nothing get out of hand. We just come to play and win this game. Both teams, I wouldn't say they seriously dislike, but we're not each other's favorite, right?
And I think just the fan base and all creates even more tension.
It's a lot of talk on Facebook and everything, and it was just like something we wanted to put an end to.
But how do you do that and maintain your composure on the court? Because it's aside from the rivalry, because it is a blatant rivalry, we all know that, we all see that. But there's also a lot of politics brewing behind the scenes within the BEBL. How are you maneuvering through that? Hold on. Yes.
I wouldn't say a lot of politics. It was more principles for us.
Okay.
We believe in what we were doing. We stand by our GM. We know that he's a person of character. We know he wouldn't lie to us. We know that's not his character in anything that any of us know him as.
Okay.
So when that came out, we were all in a sense disrespected, and we tried to stay away from the whole like it was being told from their narrative. We were we just want to handle our business. We kept the guys. We told all the guys, stay off Facebook. Don't be commenting. Leave them. Let them do their talking. We will handle business when it's time. Leave the management to handle it.
Yeah, as John said, we left management make them do it. With that, and we as players, we just focus on our game and getting better, and we have a job, and our job is to go out there and play basketball. So anything we not got to do when the ball throw up, we just block that out.
I mean, it's clear that on the court, you all respect the game and respect the player on the opposing end, which you have to do. That's what good sportsmanship is. But I'm amazed at the fact that the composure was kept. There was no kind of hand. The composure was kept. Okay, fine, you can fool me, but the composure was kept, and that
kept on screen
and on the court, because that is what resulted in a really good game. But how do you do that as a player? Put your emotions to the back and focus.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it was tough for me Friday night because there were a couple of times like I felt like just from everything that had been going on, everything was just replaying in my head, and it's like certain things that were said we didn't agree with, but tonight we're gonna make you stand on that. Regardless, you're gonna have to stand on that. You have to show us that everything that you said is true or not. And at the end of the day, a lot of the talking, a lot of things that were being said were mute. And that was my whole thing. We're gonna shoot you guys up tonight. That was the whole point. We need to get this win, and everything will be fine after that.
See, I know it's a lot of gossiping that goes on out here in Belize. I try not
We're a small country. We're a small
I
country.
try not.
It's like you Belizeans are gossipers.
I try not to fall into it, but I knew Friday was a big game, especially with the Belize Defenders and the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
But it was more about when when I got down here, it was more just about just staying calm, cool, collect, and being a killer. That's it.
When did you arrive?
Wednesday last week.
Last week. And then you played on court
On
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, one practice with the team.
Wow.
That is awesome.
And that was rough, so I'm just imagining what he does when he's not
trains,
rusty.
yeah.
You know?
So now that this is it, how are you as the manager now, John, putting these kinds of politics, and I call it politics, I know it's not red and blue, but it is, you know, certain corruptions within these leagues. How are you hoping to address these issues moving forward?
I plan on not even addressing it. It's done for us. Now our only goal now is to let the league know who we are and know we come to do one job, and that's to win the championship. Right? Without any doubt, our goal is that now we're going to represent our GM by winning a championship in his name. Right? This is for him now. This is not just for us. We're protecting his name and letting them know that he's the person that we stand behind.
Yeah.
Tell us about, as we wrap up, tell us about this weekend, where we could find tickets, you know, the whole shit.
All right, so tickets go on sale tomorrow,
Okay.
Friday morning, 9 a.m. You can call, message the Facebook page to get tickets. Tip-off is at 9 p.m. sharp. We say sharp because we have to start at 8:45 the introduction, so at 9 a.m. the ball is in the air. 9 p.m. sorry. It's Belize City Defenders versus Orange Walk Running Rebels. We have a big halftime giveaway. We call it the 1-2-3 challenge. It's sponsored by 1-2-3 vegetable oil. You get an opportunity first to shoot a free throw. If you make the free throw, you win $100. You can then bet the $100 and shoot a 3-point contest and win $200 more. So you have $300 now, and you can bet that $300 to go for a half-court shot.
It's a deal or no deal challenge.
Yes. If you make
Sabrina, we have to go.
if you make the half-court shot, if you make the half-court shot, you win $3,000.
Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe I might.
Yes! Tell you, we have to
It might be my
go.
lucky night.
You know, so we encourage people to bring out their kids. We're big on the kids. We're actually, after this, we're heading to a couple of primary schools. We advocate for young kids because we have to give them some inspiration, something to look forward to. We believe that from most kids you see making the NBA, they don't start at the age of 14, 15. They start at the age of 6, 7, 8. That's when you're supposed to start grooming them for basketball. So we give them some kind of inspiration. I mean, the guys, this is our version of the NBA. So it's like you're meeting an NBA star. My son adores Nigel. My son, like this morning when I told him I'm going to be at his school, he said, "Is Nigel coming?" I say, "Yes." He said, "Oh my God, I'm going to be famous. I know Nigel." You know, so
You got your autograph, handwriting.
So we try to inspire kids, like primary school kids. We all kids, even high school kids. These guys love interacting with them. They go to the Ahmadiyya program, they go to the high school games, just to interact with kids. And it's a good thing to give them hope, to see like, okay, if I just be disciplined in my sport, I could be as good as them or better than them. Again, ticket prices are $25 for courtside, $15 for VIP, and $10 general. Kids under 12 is $5. I have to big up my sponsors.
Go
please.
right ahead.
So big up to Moyo Uno Resorts. There was Channel 5, Honorable Anthony Mala, 1-2-3 Vegetable Oil, The Tavern, Body 2000, Premier Charters and Tours, Print Inc., Nocturnal, Full Memory, Smiling Meats, Mars Rental, and we just got our new sponsor after we protected the city. Thanks to the Belize City Council for coming on board with us. So we plan to make all our sponsors proud and try to deliver a good show. We're asking everybody to come out on time. We have the present introductions are very attractive because we have like an actual show with them coming out with fire and all of that. To get them pumped up, to get the fans ready.
That's cool.
Get some horns, get the noise in the. I mean, if you were at the Civic Friday, that was a vibe.
was a
That
vibe.
was real
No
vibe.
tension.
Told you.
Listen, no,
I told you.
we're not talking about that. But I think that from now on to the first week in July, you said that's the last of the
Yes.
finals. Okay. How do you plan to keep fans across the country engaged? Because I know you are the Belize City Defenders and this is your home, et cetera, et cetera. But whenever you go to other parts of the country, you keep your fans engaged.
And we have different ways. Sometimes we take fan buses if we're not doing overnight stays. We take fan buses. Our fans are love. Wherever we go, we have fans that go in their personal vehicles to get to where we are.
Okay.
They're loved. They show up for us at every venue. We thank them for that. We have people coming to the game with Nigel's face on their shirt.
How is that happening? Does that happen in Ecuador? No.
That's why he know the left.
That's why you want to stay in Belize, right?
Listen to me, right? I saw that and was like, yo, I have to take a picture with you right now. Instantly.
But I think that this is an anticipated game for you, Raul.
Yeah.
You're going to be playing. Is this the first time you're going to be playing Orange Rock?
Yeah, this is the first time
Okay.
going up against my former team. So
Do you feel any
Do you feel
pressure?
any pressure?
no,
No?
no
Do you
pressure.
know any of the team members?
Yeah, I know them. Some of them are my personal friends. So,
How do they feel
I mean, I
knowing that
just-
they'll
yeah.
be playing against you?
Well, you know, every time anybody plays against me, they know I'm bringing it. So
All right,
So they
I
know
love
what
it.
to expect.
they know what to expect, you know.
Guys, thank you all so much for
Thank you
coming
too.
in. Best of luck on your next game. I don't want to hear nothing from you, Nigel.
Nothing.
Best of luck on your last game and your next game, sorry. And we hope to see you guys next time. When you come
Continue
on board.
defending
Yeah.
the city.
We will.
And
But
with
we expect to see you guys at the game.
Sabrina, with the $3,000.
We
yeah,
will.
we're going for Channel 5.
With the defenders
Yeah.
shirt
How's my
on.
form? Yeah?
It looks
yeah?
okay.
All right. Devin's my cousin, so I don't want to embarrass him.
But with that, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back to wrap up. Stay tuned.